meme breakdowns from Sean Payton. It's what we want. It's what we need. But so many of these teams will obviously be in the market for one of these quarterbacks in Indianapolis. So I ask you guys, if you had the ability to be in a room with any team and any quarterback, who would it be?
Well, the team off jump, the Chicago Bears. They have the keys to the draft again. Last year we talked about it. They were a team with the #1 pick, and was it going to be Bryce Young? Was it going to be C.J. Stroud? Were they going to trade the pick? Here we are a year later. The Chicago Bears have the #1 pick. I want to be in the meeting room when they're meeting with Caleb Williams. This is who Tom and Peter were just talking about. This is a guy that overall everybody's talking about him as the first overall pick. He came out and he said if Chicago drafts him, he'll be excited to go to Chicago. If Chicago trades the pick, he'll be excited to go with whoever moves up and takes him in this year's draft. I look at Caleb Williams and everybody's calling him a generational talent. I want to be in that meeting room to see Caleb show up there and it's just like, fellas, like, what are we doing? Are you drafting one or are you not? Because if you're drafting one, you're going to take me. I don't need to sit here and go through all these meetings with all of these different teams because you guys start this thing off and I know I'm the best quarterback in this draft. I also saw Laiatu Latu out of UCLA. He met with the Chicago Bears. He said they threw darts in the meeting. So I want to be there to see, are they having Caleb Williams? Is he able to get a bullseye? What are they trying to decide when they see him throw the darts? How competitive? All of these different things go on in these meetings. I want to see in that meeting, Eberflus, Ryan Poles, if Warren's there, the questions that are being asked to Caleb Williams. What are the questions that he's asking the Chicago Bears about the future of their organization? They're planning on possibly going with a receiver at that #9 pick if they stay first overall. What are the thoughts on Justin Fields? I feel like the draft moves from this point on. If the Chicago Bears decide to draft Caleb Williams, he can get rid of all the other teams. If that pick is traded, now it's thrown up in the air who's going to be the team that moves up to get Caleb Williams. So I think that meeting starts the rest of the draft, and I want to be in that room to see what's going on.
So they're playing darts in one room. We've heard rock, paper, scissor before. We've heard like a lot. If you had to pick one thing, if you were running this meeting for both of you guys, what would you want in there? Because I would do Pop-A-Shot. Like, I would like to see that. Everyone likes Pop-A-Shot. It's fun. Feels like a good icebreaker.
Yeah, I love that. Bring in the ping pong table. I want things to get hectic. I want to see some arguing. I want to see the competitive nature. I want to see some movement going on in that meeting room. So bring that in. Bring in some table since I'm
I like that. I'm going to go with cornhole.
Ooh,
are you good?
That's fun too.
How good are you at the barbecue cookout? I want to see it live in person. Are you that dude throwing the bags in the
rotation
hole?
too?
Can you be that
do
guy?
You have the spin on the bag.
Quarterbacks, let me see your accuracy. Wide receivers, I need to see how competitive you are. Let me see you guys front and center with the cornhole.
This needs to be part of the drills. Come on.
It.
Let's figure that out. Okay, so anyway, back to the actual question.
I actually am excited about this one because it's got to be the Atlanta Falcons, just because of what Raheem Morris said live in his press conference. He said, if we had a quarterback here, I wouldn't be here. That's how good the Falcons are. They have all the pieces. They have the run game. They have the O-linemen. They have the receivers. They have the defense. They literally have everything. They are a quarterback away from being contenders. I believe if they get this quarterback right, I believe this quarterback could be Caleb Williams, honestly. I think if they sell the farm and draft this dude, move up, they have all the pieces. And you still have a rookie quarterback on a rookie deal. That means you can keep those pieces. Yeah, they might have to give a player away to get that first pick, but this guy is a generational talent. He can make that throw like Matty Ice and move like Michael Vick. He is a person that I can see fit this city for the quarterback position. The Raheem Morris said, I want a QB who is best fit for this city. I think this could be Caleb Williams.
Now, when you say that earlier, we talked about Justin Fields, and that could possibly be somewhere for Justin Fields. He's a Georgia kid as well. Very interesting to see you move up to one, or do you trade and maybe go get a Fields?
That.
Or if it falls down with the QB needy draft class with the QB need at 1, 2, and 3 with the Commanders, Patriots. Does Jaden Daniels fall down to that 8 spot? Can he be that Heisman Trophy winner of this last year, be in that position at 8?
I mean, honestly, put me in a room with the Vikings and Drake Maye. Like, first of all, the Vikings coaching staff just seems cool and fun. But with all of the talk with Kirk Cousins becoming a free agent, he wants to stay a Viking, and all of the rumblings about the Vikings potentially moving up for a quarterback. But the thing is here, there's a very interesting connection between the Vikings and Maye. Maye went to Myers Park High School in Charlotte, and one of his assistant coaches in 2019 was newly hired Vikings quarterback coach Josh McCown. So getting his perspective as a coach, interviewing a player who he also coached in high school, would seem like a really cool experience in general.
That's a great nugget with Josh McCown. Like,
you know?
I think that's a big deal to have, just like the Bears flew out to see Cliff Kingsbury in California. I think that's a good little nugget to have.
Love the parallels.
Yes.
Need 'em.
Especially with McCown, we watched him all last year. Was at C.J. Stroud's Pro Day, Bryce Young, and he's connecting with all of those guys, and he was in that role of, all right, we're going to draft a quarterback here as the Panthers, and we're going to try to grow him. Who knows? He could be doing the same thing with the Vikings.
That's true. Peter, are you sneaking into any of these meetings?
I actually have talked to a lot of these coaches who are going to be meeting with these quarterbacks, and you start picking the brains, and you like to know what they're doing in the room. It's different each team to team. Talked about darts, but some of these guys do trivia contests. Some of these teams, the coaches aren't here. They're like, all right, you're on a Zoom with our head coach who's, back on the farm back home. Go talk to him over Zoom. It's very different team to team. The meeting I'm interested in is Sean Payton and the Broncos meeting with JJ McCarthy, the young prospect out of Michigan. Sean Payton, of course, had Drew Brees for all those years in New Orleans, and winning was what they were accustomed to. Undersized guy in Brees who was able to just win and find a way and be the ultimate leader. Let's assume Russell Wilson's time in Denver is limited. Does the Broncos quarterback room immediately reset with a rookie? And with the 12th overall pick, is it McCarthy who might be the guy? And I say this, and it makes it really interesting. You're talking about the connections between Josh McCown and Drake Maye. That's cool, but what if it was Sean Payton drafting JJ McCarthy? Maybe they have to move up to get him, fine. And then it's Jim Harbaugh in the AFC West with the Chargers coaching against JJ McCarthy for the foreseeable future. And you've got that rivalry going where the greatest college quarterback that Harbaugh's ever had goes up against, of course, the guy that he's going to be battling with in the AFC West for years to come. No offense to Andrew Luck when I say that. Of course, Andrew Luck was a great quarterback. JJ McCarthy, when it comes to wins and national titles, that's the guy that Jim Harbaugh said was his favorite Michigan quarterback that he's had. I'll say this. Peyton, he's here. He's been talking. He's been in a very jovial mood. He's in a great spirit. I cannot wait to hear what comes out of this thing, because after watching the Russell Wilson sit down with Brandon Marshall, it does seem like that road, I don't know, feels like we're at the end of that road. Boys to men, hello.